Hey everyone, I am so excited to share this recipe with you today that I have come up with over the past couple of weeks. And I'm just going to tell you what I named it. I named it Nina's Heart Healing, Fat Burning, Energizing Dressing Dip and Spread. And it's titled Nina's because that's my mother-in-law, and this recipe is totally dedicated to her. And so let me give you the backstory. First, let me show you what I'm using here. Got a lime, a mango, 1 carrot, a small clove of garlic, a chili pepper, cumin and salt. That's it. That's totally it. So while I'm cutting, I'm going to tell you what's going on here. So whenever my mother-in-law comes to visit, she always brings these magazines that she gets at the airport, all these women's magazines, I guess, and they are hysterical. And we have such a good time going through them because always on the cover it says like, lose 115 pounds in 2 weeks just by eating cupcakes or something like that. And then when you go through the magazine, on one page it'll list all these different cures, you know, whatever. This cures that, the other thing, and then you turn the next page and there's like 50 cake recipes, all using white flour and white sugar. So we always get a good laugh. Well, last time she was here, she had the magazine, we were going through it. Lo and behold, I was reading the page that tells you all the cures and stuff, and it said, let me tell you what it said, that mangoes, you know what, I'm going to have to read you the thing about the mangoes because I can't pronounce it, but I saved it. I actually pulled it out. Okay, I'm just going to read it. Mangoes are one of nature's top sources of mangiferin. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but it's a compound that helps increase insulin sensitivity and regulate blood sugar. According to a study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, this is key to melting pounds and boosting energy. All I had to do was read that once. I'm like, melting pounds? I have mangoes. But on the same page, it also talked about limes. And it said that there's an extract in limes. I don't know, it was like, not limonade, but it had a name like that. I didn't save that part of it. Levels heart-harming cholesterol and triglycerides. So I was like, mangoes and limes, you're talking about my favorite kinds of foods here. Also on the same page, it talked about Anaheim chilies, saying that the capscaicin, is that how you say that? In the chilies makes body fat stores essentially self-destruct. Well, I think I got up from the magazine and said to Nina, I was like, I have all those things, let's make something. So for the first couple of days, I was just making a salad, just like this. Just chopping up a mango and a chili pepper and squeezing lime and tossing it in. And then one day I was like, I forget what the cause was, but I ended up just tossing everything into the blender and making a dressing, and it was so good. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. So I'm going to finish cutting up this mango, and then I'll tell you how we put it all together. With the Vitamix, you don't need to chop it up into little pieces. You could just slice it down into big chunks and just throw it in. If you're using a different blender, just, cut it up into small pieces. It'll save you later on. So now with the lime, and because this is a super easy recipe, and all you need is a blender, or you could probably even do a food processor. So I use half a lime. I don't juice it, I use the whole lime. Because really, I'm not sure where the extract comes from. I hope it's not the peel, because cut off the peel. And then just stick that whole half a lime in. I know some people worry about the pith being bitter, but in this recipe, it's fine. It totally doesn't matter. Okay, so I've cut all the peel off of this half. Throw that in. Now, this half of lime, obviously I'll use for something else, but these I do not throw away right away because they're just so good. So I just usually put them into a glass. I wash my limes first so that I could do this with the peel. Throw them into my glass, and then later I'll put some water in there. Yum. A little mint even. That would be nice. Okay, so the stuff that I read said, talked about the capscaicin in Anaheim chilies, but I can't always find that. And when I was at the farmer's market last week, they had just like little tiny baskets with assorted peppers. They're all really hot peppers. I think this one's a jalapeno. This one's not a habanero. That one's more orange. I forget what it is. And then there's this one, some other kind of chili. Anyways, pick a chili. The first couple times I used habanero. Oh my God. It was so hot. I was crying. My lips were on fire. I have to tell you, it was good though. But if you are not a huge lover of spicy and you still want to get some of this, just use a little bit. Take out the seeds. Be a little more careful than I'm being right now. Actually, when I was using the habanero, I was really careful. I didn't even touch it with my hand, and I made sure not to like fling it into my eye, which I've been known to do in the past. This one's hot. I could smell it. Anyways, just flunk out your seeds. Unless you really want to blow your mind, then leave the seeds in. Make it as hot as you want. Anyways, so this is a tiny pepper. And judging on the smell of it, I think that not quite the whole thing would be a really good idea if I want this to be yummy. So I'm putting that in. You choose. Whatever segment of pepper you want to put in, put in. And now, you know, garlic, it's just good for you. Anytime you can get a little bit of raw garlic into you, great. If you can't handle raw garlic, if you have digestive issues, then don't put it in. It's not key to the recipe. I don't know. Like, if I'm going to put in heart healthy stuff, may as well stick in some garlic. I don't know why I originally put the carrot in. I think I had some in my scrap bag and I just did. But it really helped with the color. So pretty. So I just take one skinny carrot. I don't peel it. You can if you want, but I don't bother. And then I put in a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin and a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. That's the whole recipe. And there's so many things you can do with it once it comes out. Besides heal your heart, burn your fat, and energize your body. So then we just blend it up. Look at this gorgeous color. The first time I made the dressing like this, I had a wilted kale salad, or just wilted kale in the fridge, and I took it out and I poured this dressing all over it and ate the whole thing. You could totally eat the whole thing. You saw what was in there, right? I'm running out right now. I'm not making my lunch right now, so I'm just going to pour this into a jar. But then in a little bit, I'll show you some of the gorgeous things you could do with it. Now, with the flavors in this, it is a fantastic dip. Put some cut up veggies with this. Yum. Warn people, though, of course, that it's spicy. You could put this in a nori wrap. You can use it as a spread, some flax, crackers, whatever. I've been just tossing it on a salad as a dressing. The flavors are so good. And the heat, it's like, there's a perfect balance here. The sweet from the mango and the carrot with the heat from the chili, not too much. Yeah, there's no fire happening, but I can feel the heat, so it's just perfect. You have to try this recipe. Nina's Heart Healing, Fat Burning, Super Energizing Dressing Dip and Spread recipe from my mother-in-law. It's really good. And look at all the good things it's going to do for you. Alright, I have to go, but I'll be right back. I'll make my lunch, show you what I do with it. And yeah, I'm excited to share this one with you. I love it, my new favorite. So I went for something simple today for lunch because I had some running around to do and I haven't even had time to clean up from making the dressing earlier. But I just took a plate of mixed greens and poured my dressing over it. You could toss it in or just lay it down. Sliced up some avocado, a little dollop on top for color. And there's my lunch. I'm very excited about it. I think the avocado with it is perfect. So if you make it a little extra spicy, you have that kind of creaminess of the avocado to balance it out. You have to try this. It's really, really good.